Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. Well, in today's video we have a little bit of a treat. Like I said, I would compare the Mackie CR3s. Now these are, as far as I know, the first version of CR3s. They have a new version out now. I got these a couple years ago. They're like 125 bucks for the set. And of course we have the Yorkville YSM3s. Now they both say 3s. According to the specs, the actual speaker cone size in the CR3s is 3-inch, but in the YSM3s it's said to be 3.5-inch. Now you can find the regular CR3s probably old stock but new, or you could even find them used online. I saw actually a set on Reverb. The guy wanted like almost $100, which for a used set of the older CR3s I think that's a little bit too much. But hey, to each their own. If that's what you want and you're willing to pay it, go for it. But anyways, I want to compare the two. And so, of course, I have to use my own sound files with my own music in order to avoid YouTube getting down my neck. So we're going to start out first with the CR3s. So let's get over to our file here. Okay, so let's listen to another file. Now these are both set the exact same volumes on each set of speakers, and I'm not touching their volume. Okay, so we'll turn those off. Alright, so let's go to the Yorkvilles. Okay, so that concludes our test. Now, the Yorkvilles, in my opinion, are much more crisper and clearer. So definitely way better reproduction of the sound, which is very important when you're mixing. Definitely got some more throbbing bass to them as well. well, that extra half an inch makes a difference. And of course there is a wattage difference too. Even with both of these speakers set at the same position on the volume control at 3 o'clock, we're getting a grand total capability of 45 watts from the Mackies, whereas we get 50 watts total capability from the Yorkvilles. So the Yorkvilles are automatically going to be louder anyways, even at the exact same setting, right? So that's something to take into consideration. But regardless of that fact, it's about quality of sound, the reproduction of the quality of that sound between the woofer and the tweeter and what they are doing together. And I am of the opinion that it's worth spending the extra money and actually going after the Yorkvilles. Now, keep in mind I still have some other testing to do. I have found the limits of the Yorkvilles though, before they start to break up and distort, okay, which we will talk about in the main review when I get to doing that. But in the meantime, I wanted to make sure that you guys got to hear the difference between them, because some people don't have a lot of money, and that's completely understandable. And if you're starting up a YouTube channel and you need some decent speakers to get you going, I believe that either set is a very good option, although the only problem is here is you're only going to find the regular CR3s available in the used market, or you might find some old used or old new stock at a music store. Now, I'm in Canada, I deal with Long McQuade, so these are about 124 bucks new for the Mackies. I just got the YSM3s, and they're $170 new, okay? And they have the same kind of a dealie where you've got the joining cable from the master speaker to the slave. You have two connection types, either TRS cables at the back to TRS or TRS to XLR connection to your mixing board if you wanted to separate them that way. Or you can use the included RCA to 1/8 inch adapter. You have auxiliary input on both speaker sets. You have headphone jacks on both, so when you plug into the headphone jack, it cuts off the speaker. Obviously, it's supposed to. Auxiliary input. It's very convenient having those up front, so you don't have to monkey around with your computer jacks, whether you're on a Mac or a PC. But I do find that, to me, the Yorkvilles actually do a much better job over the CR3s. But if you're on a really super tight budget and you can't afford that 170 bucks, well, then I would say try and find yourself a set of CR3s. Now, they do have a new version of CR3s out as well that you can check out online and at your local Long McQuade if you're in Canada. Now, keep in mind too, if you do buy from Long McQuade, you could easily put a set of these on your account and pay for them over the long term, which would basically cost you a couple of bucks a month. I mean, it's not a lot of money, right? But it does make it affordable. You can get your whole podcasting gear together and spend, I don't know, $1,000, $1,500 somewhere like that. Get yourself rocking with a good small mixer, the speakers, a microphone, all that jazz, and you have monthly payments available to you through your account at Long McQuade. And don't forget, they also have performance warranties too that you can renew every single year on gear for the next 99 years, which is really awesome. So it's like you never have to worry about anything, which is totally cool. But anyway, so that concludes this video. In my books, I believe the Yorkvilles are definitely a good starting point for people that are podcasters, even people who want to do some music mixing. And, you know, you still can't afford that super high-end set of reference monitors, which does really help. The more better quality of a set you get, the better it's going to be. Now, I'm not saying Yorkvilles are the end all the be-all, because they're not. There are other brands out there much better. But chick-ching baby, okay? But even Yorkville has some amazing technology for speakers in the higher-end stuff that is still not going to massively break the bank and be very, very exceptional. If you check out my channel, I also used to have the Yorkville YSM3s as well as, I think they were 5s or 6s. And then I had the 8s as well. Now the 8s are the ultimate. I mean, you want throbbing bass, you want good power output. We actually used them one year in the shop out back, because we have this little party thing every year, which we haven't been able to do because of the pandemic in the last 2 years. We actually used those speakers one year to run our whole PA system, because we had a once-a-year get-together, you know, big party of people got together, friends and all this, and we had music. And of course, you know, that one year we used my setup, and it worked fantastic with the YSM8s, because they had plenty of power, right? At least in that size of an area, they worked really well. Much bigger than that, you need some higher powered stuff. But for going onto the computer, for doing some mixing and doing decent quality stuff, yes, very suitable for the Yorkvilles. The Mackies, not really. They're not that great for mixing. I used them for a while and they did okay, but I needed better. And I even tried going to a set of Yorkville 5s, but I didn't personally like those. I ended up going into the Mackie 5s and I found them much, much better to me. And they were less money too for the pair. And again, they have the same kind of a hookup system, master, unit to slave. And I've been using them ever since. And I think these are like the YSM 5, or not YSMs, but the Mackie 5s are really fantastic reference monitor without, you know, getting too big either. Because if you're confined on space, you got to consider that with reference monitors. Some reference monitors are small like these and are very, very good. But if you're looking at the budget side of the house, this is your budget side. This is your budget type of system. And either of these are fabulous for computer speakers, better than any computer speaker setup, in my opinion. They're definitely fantastic for going on your computer system for playing video games and stuff with too, right? But I think the Yorkvilles are going to be like a dual purpose here. So, but that's my opinion. Let me know what you guys thought. Don't forget, hit the rewind button to rehear the Mackies. They were first, and then we did the Yorkvilles. So anyways, take care, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.